This is At Face Value.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Here we go again, episode 41 at Face Value. I'm Brian.
I'm Lucas.
And I'm Will.
Super excited to have you back again. Not too much going on right now. We do have a couple big things. NBA playoffs are kicking off. We got the NBA draft coming up this week.
NFL.
What did I say? NBA?
NBA.
NFL draft is coming up this week. Definitely going to be an interesting draft, to say the least, kind of like we've been talking about the last several weeks. But baseball's in full swing, rolling with that. But I mean, so early. It's not a whole lot to talk about at this point. But just kind of rolling, first off into the playoffs, the NBA playoffs. I know you're kind of talking right before the pod. Like, it's been kind of a boring weekend up to this point. I mean, the play-in games, there were a few good play-in games. And then it just kind of, now they're playing the top seeds, and it's just rolling. And I mean, I know like the one that stands off the top of the others we were just talking about was the Thunder just absolutely dominating, like 131-80 over the Grizzlies, who blew out the Mavericks in the play-in game. Like, it's just like
Maybe they're just tired from the playing game.
maybe, dude, but
They lose by 50.
I mean, dude, when your starting center is Zach Edey, I mean, I think you're kind of in trouble to begin with, but
Yeah.
Maybe this is what happens when you fire your coach with a week left in the season.
God,
Yeah, that's nutty.
that's still wild to me.
Have y'all been watching like the games? Like actually, like
I watched a couple of I watched the playing games. So like I watched the Heat beat the Hawks in overtime, which that game actually the Hawks they were down by like 16, I think, 17.
Mm-hmm.
Came back, tied it with a second left to go to overtime, and then the Heat ended up pulling away anyway and winning by like 11 or 9. And the Grizzlies, I mean, I watched that one. They beat Dallas, which, dude, Dallas is just such a wild situation. I mean, obviously with that trade, and then Anthony Davis just doing what Anthony Davis does by scoring a lot of points and then getting hurt.
Yeah.
Like the entire game, he was nursing his groin, and then he hurt his knee with like 6 minutes left. And ESPN understood the assignment. The first thing they do is they pan to Nico Martinez sitting up in his spot in the stands. It's just crazy, man. But no, I mean, really haven't watched a whole lot to this point. I mean, the Pacers beat the Bucks by 19. The Nuggets and Clippers was actually a good game. That one was a real back and forth. The Clippers actually came back in that one too, and then the Nuggets ended up winning overtime. We were talking about the Knicks and Pistons a little bit.
Yeah, I watched a little bit of that. I was at dinner and it was just on where we were eating.
Yeah,
that's the only reason I watched any.
I actually thought that'd be a pretty interesting series. I wonder how that's going to pan out as far as like who's going to end up pulling that one out, and then all the hype around the Lakers, and then the Timberwolves beat them by 22.
Oh, really?
The first game, yeah.
Was that today?
That was yesterday.
Yesterday. Did LeBron have a dunk? Because that was the line on Prize Picks, over under one dunk.
One dunk.
If he had one, it did.
Hopefully he had one.
I would imagine.
I saw a lot of people hitting the under.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, he's definitely not the breakaway guy that he used to be, but I mean, he's still playing 36 minutes. I mean, Luka Doncic played 40 minutes, had 37 points. LeBron played 36 minutes and 19 points. Austin Reeves 37 minutes, 16 points. But I don't know, man. I think the Lakers are too old at this point. I mean, I think that they kind of hit a hot streak on the end of the season, and then it just
fizzles out. They got hot at the wrong time.
Yeah, and then just going to a 7-game series. I mean, kind of like we talked about, it's like it's always tough just to hang on, but getting blown out by 22 points at home.
Yeah, it's tough seeing.
Because I even saw on ESPN, like I think Danny Green, he was on there, and he said there's 3 legitimate title contenders this year. He said the Celtics, Clippers, and the Lakers.
Come on now.
So I was like, right off the bat, I'm just like, oh man, dude. So
it's a travel. It definitely was travel.
Well, there's plenty of traveling, but
when that name on the back of your jersey is Curry, that's not happening.
Doesn't make a difference.
The Rockets and Warriors game is also on in the background, so just bear with us. We're gonna have some reactions.
So Will zones out.
If I look at staring into the abyss for a 20-minute segment, and the guys are just I'll come back into a topic randomly, but it's only the first quarter too, so
It's still early. But yeah, today the Celtics. So the Magic actually went on a run. The first half they were up at halftime. The Celtics ended up winning by 17, and
Dang.
then the Cavs won by 21 today.
Jason Tatum wrist, something to watch.
His wrist, really?
Yeah, Tatum got soft NBA basketball play. He fell hard, got bumped to a flagrant one, but anyway, went up for a dunk and got knocked down, fell hard on the wrist. Had to get them both taped, finished the game, but they were going to do X-rays after the game. I don't know what they've come back with, but seemed to be in a little bit of discomfort, and it's a shooting wrist too, right hand. So
Oh, dang.
yeah, it's not great timing. Probably at least be sore. I mean, it didn't only get broke, but definitely gonna be sore for game 2.
Yeah, so said did come back negative.
Okay.
He said he'll be all right
Yeah.
after a hard fall.
I don't really think they're gonna need a whole lot from him in this series. So
Not in this one. Yeah, I mean, I think.
Who do they have next?
So they don't.
They were the 2 seed. Were they the 2
They're
seed?
the 2 seed, yeah.
so they would have.
So they'll probably play the.
Is it the
It's the
next, or is it like
it's the Knicks Pistons
I think
one.
it's just bracket, right? Like
Is
it's
it bracket
not
now?
like the NFL
Yeah.
where they
Yeah.
play the highest seed. Like,
it's not like the NFL?
So they're the 2 seed. The Knicks are the 3.
Mhm.
They're playing the Pistons. So Knicks Pistons winner.
Mm.
Boston. I mean, the NBA's begging for Boston, New York.
Oh,
That's
absolutely.
way more intriguing than
Boston, Detroit, or Boston, Detroit,
or even if somehow Boston craps on their leg, and then it would be
God, can you imagine
Orlando,
Detroit?
it's a nightmare media deal.
Yeah, dude.
The one thing I did see after the Knicks game was like around Madison Square Garden after the game, it was freaking like crazy just after a game 1 win. It's like they won the finals, man. They were so pumped.
Oh, I'm sure.
I just don't know how. I think the Knicks are eventually going to run out of gas because Tom Thibodeau, his usage of his top 6-7 players is insane. Like all the starters are going to be probably playing 40 minutes a game
Jeez.
every game. Like if you get into some 6-7 game series back to back, and this wasn't new. They did this most of the season.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like high. He's super high usage with his guys. So, granted, they're a fairly younger team, so that's in their favor. But, sustainability over a long playoff series, be interesting to watch depending how far they move on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, OG. I'm not gonna try to say his last name. He played 44 minutes. Brunson played 40, and then KAT played 39. Yeah, that's a lot.
How much did Bridges play?
Bridges played 29,
Really?
and then Josh Hart played 30.
That's a little surprising. Could be a matchup deal.
Yeah, for sure. So I don't know. We'll see. I mean, it's kind of looking at least like we'll see how tonight ends up with Houston, but the 1 seeds definitely look like they're going to roll.
Yeah, I think last year 5 of the 8 first round matchups were over win 5 games or less.
Damn.
So if you were to get 3 good series in the first round, you would think the 4-5 would be a good series, but doesn't necessarily mean it has to be. In the West, it kind of looks like that. I mean, I think Clippers Nuggets could be a dogfight.
Oh yeah, I think so.
I think that one could go down, but yeah, the 1-8s don't look. It's going to be anything fun to watch. I don't think the Celtics are going to cruise. The other most intriguing series is probably one on the TV. It's probably Houston Golden State. Houston's young, not a lot of playoff experience. Obviously, Golden State has the team has the most playoff experience as far as the team name. Now, not all their players do, but they really have 3 players that can score the ball. So, really 2 mainly. But if those guys stay hot, it's tough for the Rockets to guard.
Well, that's what they were showing right before the game, like playoff experience for both teams, and the Rockets have 3 starters. This is their first ever playoff game, and then the next highest was Van Vliet. I think this is 14. He has 14 playoff games, and then Dylan Brooks has 23. So so they have very little playoff experience.
Those 2 and Steven Adams probably has
he probably got a little bit
experience.
He kind of caught the back end of the Thunder's.
I was going to say that most of that was he was a backup to Serge Ibaka, so he wasn't even playing that much at that point.
Yeah, then obviously on the other side, you got Curry that has all the games, Jimmy Butler, Draymond Green. I mean, they got plenty of experience. So,
And it's their leaders and scorers that have the experience. I mean, say what you want about Jimmy Butler, but in the playoffs, man, that guy turns it on.
that's for sure.
So the Rockets were not favored. I don't believe. I think most of the experts
Well, they closed it -1.5.
For tonight.
for the
Yeah,
game,
for the
but
game.
I'm in the
Oh, the
series. I'm
series,
saying
yeah.
the series. A lot more people are picking the Warriors than are the Rockets.
Yeah, like you said, I think it's just a lot to do with just the experience alone. I mean,
Well, I mean, the Rockets overachieved. Like coming into the season, it was like if the Rockets avoid the play-in and get a top 6 seed, that's a successful growth in this year two under Udoka. But hey, second seed hosting, that's awesome. So right now, anything's kind of just cherry on the top of a good season. Of course, I don't want it to end soon, but
I would take the Timberwolves in the second round too. They beat the Lakers
yeah, and the Lakers are the most popular pick to make the conference finals against the Thunder,
just because they're the Lakers.
and they closed really well.
They want LeBron to get that one final run
Yeah.
and then pass the reins to Bronny to carry on the legacy.
Yeah, he made the playoff roster.
Of course he
He's
did.
on the playoff
He
roster.
wasn't not going to make the roster.
Do they extend the roster in the NBA or not?
No, but you have to set it. Like you can't
Yeah.
be bringing up the 10-day guys and stuff.
For
like
sure,
that.
for sure.
You have to set the 15 you're going to carry.
Yeah.
Only 12 of them.
Bronny played 3 minutes and shot 0 for 2.
Solid.
I mean, the fact that he's even getting in is kind of crazy, but I don't know.
They're probably down big and at the end.
Yeah, it probably was. I don't know. I mean, who's really the coach for LA anyway. So I mean, it's just kind of an interesting situation. It's got to be so tough, like being the head coach of a LeBron-led team, where it's just kind of like you're there, but I mean, how much of the decisions are you actually making?
Who knows?
I need him to have a good career. Got a pack of basketball cards and pulled out a Bronny James rookie card piece of the jersey in the car.
You did?
Yeah.
Nice, dude.
Yeah, today actually.
Piece of what jersey?
Like a jersey.
Game worn?
Like game?
No, it does say on the back like it's not it doesn't say game worn, but
But
it's
they
still,
have those.
they do. Yeah, they do. He doesn't have any of those though because he doesn't have very many.
Is that what's coming on the pod next? We're gonna open up cards.
Man, I guess we could. That'd
Like
be
a
good.
weekly thing.
That'd be crazy. Yeah, got some for Easter. We always just kind of open. It's been a
Are
tradition.
you a big playing card guy?
Not really, but we were more as kids, and it's just kind of a thing that we do.
Dude, for a
My
while there,
stepdad likes them too, so we kind of give each other cards at
Oh, there you
holidays
go.
and stuff like that, and just kind of check them out.
See if you get anything good.
Yeah,
for a while there, they were hard to find, especially basketball. Basketball was hard to find.
I got a whole lot of rookies, so I'm hoping some of these guys pan out in 15, 20 years. Cause,
There you go.
It's just play the long game.
Yeah, nowadays though they have like hobby boxes that are like $300, and it comes with like
You get
5 cards in it, but they're all like autos or one of ones,
guaranteed.
like with like game worn patches and stuff.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
What was that thing for a while, like the NFTs or whatever? Where it's like,
That was a scam, bro. That was a scam. People got scammed.
Hey, we got a buddy that got scammed.
Who?
Didn't Aaron do that for a while? Didn't he
I
do
don't
NFTs? I think he did.
I don't know, maybe. But like some people got scammed because the people who bought them got scammed, right? It was
Yeah.
people who like one of the guys I worked with. He said he got one, like he won one or opened a pack with like a Tiger Woods one, and he literally sold it like that day as soon as he opened it for like $1,200. And he just cashed out. He's like, I'm out.
Yeah.
He got his money.
I'm good.
Yeah, it's crazy. So the person who spent the $1,200 was the one who got scammed.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't even real, right? It's all virtual.
Yeah,
Or
it's like a virtual thing.
The whole thing made no sense in the beginning. Why people got so into it was crazy.
Hey, it was big.
People were talking to like this is the next big thing.
Yeah,
Like,
like
this stuff.
that's like the next Bitcoin almost. Like, he's like,
Nah.
Man,
Not for me.
But if you got in and flipped, you probably did all right.
Oh yeah, for the
Got
people
in, got
that were
out.
selling for $1,200 for a
Yeah.
card and all that. Yeah, I mean,
Got in, got out. Like that's the way to do it. But you got to get out
yeah.
because now you have the Tiger Woods card. And you're like, oh god.
Now it's just sitting on your phone forever. Like,
Yeah.
what am I gonna do with it now?
Yeah. Sweet pixels, man.
That's great.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, but no, so NBA. I mean, it's rolling. So, I mean, not too much. I mean,
It's game one.
it's game one. It's still super early. I mean, it'll be game three when we get back on the pod next week, probably.
Yeah,
So
we have a month and a half to get to the finals.
that's what I was talking to somebody about.
Such a long playoff deal.
That's what I was telling somebody because they're like, the NBA playoffs are starting already, and I was like, yeah, and they're like, doesn't it end like in June? I was like,
It
yeah,
does.
exactly. Like it goes forever.
Yep.
Like, it just
It does end in June, which is nuts.
Yeah, it's finals, draft, and then we go right into summer league.
yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much. Like it just it's nonstop.
When do they do the lottery? Is that coming up?
They usually do it like 2 weeks before the draft, I think, or a week before.
Yeah, that's a good question.
I saw like mock lottery things. So I guess the Rockets have an opportunity to get the first pick
Well, so
Yeah,
because they have the Suns pick.
Correct.
so
So
they
they could potentially get freaking
it's like a
Super Flag.
it's like a 1% chance or something. Like it's pretty, or maybe not even that. Like
May
it's,
12th. So
May 12th.
it's not too far away.
Yeah.
no. Yeah. Yeah. I think right now they have the 10th best odds.
Something like that. Yeah.
10th best odds.
Would you take Cooper Flag?
Number one.
No, would you take him in Houston?
Yeah. I just want it to be in the top 10 because if it falls outside the top 10, I think it goes back to the Suns.
Oh,
I think
really?
it's top 10. No, it does not go to the Suns. It goes to somebody else.
Really?
Yeah. So
Dude, the NBA draft system is wild.
might- it might be OKC.
Oh god.
OKC has pick swap rights from the Russell Westbrook trade in this draft. So I think it's top 10 protected though. So if it falls to 11, OKC gets it.
Mm.
Could you imagine?
Yeah, I can. I definitely can. Because that would be just our luck to. It would fall at number 11.
I saw one mock draft. Somebody, I don't remember who it was that put it together. They put a mock draft and they showed the Rockets trading up to number one to get Cooper Flag. I mean, I don't know what you would have to give up to even get that, but
Nah, I mean,
give like 6
the
future first round picks or something like.
I'm really indifferent. If we, I mean, yeah, obviously I want us to get the highest possible, but if we're gonna fall at 10 or if we're gonna fall to 11 and it goes to OKC, like I'm indifferent. We have the core talent on this team. I don't know what you're gonna add in that area of picks that's gonna be able to just come in and compete with what we already have right now. And now, if we get up to like 4 or 5, if we get a crazy run, okay, yeah, that might be something to talk about. But picking between 8 and 14 is kind
The
of
same thing.
yeah, it's not really a whole lot.
But what like Cooper Flag would have to be your guy. Like if you're an organization and you decide, hey, I'm gonna trade up, like he has to be like your guy for your franchise that's gonna take you to the next level.
Yeah, and I mean, a lot of teams don't trade out of number one just because.
They want him.
Well, yeah, because like you're probably very bad yourself,
Yeah.
and he's not. I mean, he's not being viewed as like Wembanyama was, who was just a can't miss prospect.
Yeah.
Like, whoever gets him, San Antonio threw a party that night when they got him.
Absolutely.
But I think the last trade out of number one was when Philly traded up
I think so.
for Markelle Fultz. Look how that worked out.
Yeah.
Not great.
They passed on. So Boston fleeced him. So Boston the number one pick.
Cut Tatum.
Boston's top guy on their board was Jason Tatum the whole time.
Yeah.
They knew that Fultz was Philly's guy, and they were very, very sure Lonzo was going to get picked by L.A., and he was. So they got the same guy they wanted at 1. They got him at 3 and got a nice little haul for it.
And then Markelle Fultz forgot how to shoot, and
Lonzo bad knees.
I've never seen anything like that before. Where like the dude literally like forgot how to shoot.
The number one overall draft pick.
Where did he go? Kansas State?
Washington.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah. He was from Washington.
You know,
Colors, right?
You know all the talent that comes out of Washington.
Yeah, it was an insane fall. That one and what was the other one? Anthony Bennett. I guess when Cleveland got Anthony Bennett.
That was horrible.
I think he was in the NBA for actually 45 seconds.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
What was the Ohio State guy?
Greg Oden.
That's above Durant.
Yeah, he had bad knees.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was 45 years old coming into the NBA.
Yeah, he had bad knees. But like Anthony Bennett was widely regarded as the guy that year and just stunk it up in the NBA.
I still remember watching that draft because who else was in that draft?
But dude, I don't even know what draft that was. Probably some decent players, but
I remember
all I remember is him and just how bad it was.
because I remember that's when Bill Simmons was still on ESPN.
Okay.
And I remember he like lost his mind because he could not believe that that Cleveland took him number 1 overall. What draft was that?
I know he was out of UNLV.
It was 2013.
Maybe it was a decent draft then because maybe there was some like back and forth of who should go one or not go one.
Let me look real quick. So number 1, it was not a good draft. Number 1 was Anthony Bennett, and then it was Victor Oladipo, Otto Porter, Cody Zeller, Nerlens Noel went number 6.
Kentucky.
C.J. McCollum, he's still around. Michael Carter Williams, Steven Adams.
Oh shoot.
Giannis Antetokounmpo went number 15 there.
And really,
Dennis Schroeder, Mason Plumlee.
Definitely more guys lower on this list and
Rudy Gobert went 27.
Have had better careers than anybody that went in the top 6.
Yeah.
That's
kind
crazy.
of crazy. Yeah. Like I'm just looking like it wasn't a great draft. I mean,
speaking of not great drafts, there's one coming up on Thursday.
There's a big one coming up on Thursday. I'm interested to see. So apparently,
the real question is: Shadur going to be picked day 2?
No.
You don't think?
It all depends on.
Dude, I think it's a very big, like it's a possibility. Like that can happen.
I would be very shocked. I shouldn't say very shocked because it's the NBA draft, but like
NFL.
Then see, Ryan got me now. We're watching the NBA. I'm half locked into the Rockets already blowing this in the first quarter or second quarter, and trying to stay up with you guys too. Pittsburgh doesn't have a quarterback right now.
Yeah,
and Aaron Rodgers is going on one of his another crazy off seasons where he's half doped up and half whatever else he's doing. I don't know. The guy's crazy. But Pittsburgh has like Mason Rudolph and I don't even know who else on their roster.
It might be it, honestly.
So like they're not rolling into 2025 with that.
Yeah.
And there's no other really guy in the market. So Pittsburgh's at what, like 20 or 21?
But people were high on Jackson Dart. Like he could go ahead of him.
That's true. But I'm saying there's going to be at least 2 quarterbacks in the first round. I think possibly 3 because I think Cleveland could trade up from their early second round pick to late first round to maybe snag a third quarterback. So I think there's going to be 3 quarterbacks picked in the first round.
Yeah, and we already know one's going 1 overall.
Cam Ward's going. Like the Titans might as well just go ahead and say it now. Like there's a very low chance that does not happen. But it looks like Cleveland's going either Abdul Carter or Shador Sanders at 2, and kind of looks like the Giants are taking whoever's left at 3.
Yeah.
But it's looking like the Giants are locked in on Travis Hunter at this point.
Yeah, but
because I know, like he said it's no go if I can't play both ways, and the Giants have been like one of the only teams that are like, yeah, he can play both ways.
Yeah, but the Giants are at 3.
Mm-hmm.
They might even get the chance to draft him.
Yeah.
Unless Cleveland's gonna trade with him from 2, just drop to 3, and then take a terrible consolation prize of Abdul Carter.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, do you think Abdul Carter? Like, do you think he's worth the pick right now?
Oh, absolutely.
Because that's what I was saying. Like, you put him on the other side of Myles Garrett. Like, I mean, I think like that immediately makes your pass rush so
Yeah.
dangerous.
No, I think Cleveland's fine with either one of those, and honestly, the Giants probably are too. The Giants' bigger need, I would say, would be Travis Hunter, receiver or corner, either one. Um, they really don't. They actually have a decent line. Like Abdul Carter, at that point, would be the best value. Maybe not the best fit, but for sure the best value. So, and then that's why I don't know. Yeah, the Patriots are in a bad situation because they were for sure thinking they were going to get either Hunter or Carter at 4.
Yeah, it's not happening.
The Giants are going to take Sanders, but they're locked in on your guy from LSU.
Oh,
Will
Campbell.
Campbell.
Yeah,
Looks like he in most every mock draft I've seen, he's going for the Patriots.
Which that'd be a good pick for them.
Yeah, they definitely. I mean, they got to protect Drake May, but unless the Giants fool everybody, and then they'll take whoever's left of the Hunter Carter deal. But
Hey, if there's anybody that can do it, it's the Giants.
yeah,
They might take somebody completely different, and we just never know.
Yeah, because I know I was looking and I saw that Shadur was the favorite to go to New Orleans, and that's kind of cooled down pretty significantly. Which I don't know if y'all saw during the week the Derek Carr news with his shoulder.
Mm-mm.
Y'all didn't see he like might not play at all this season because he has a shoulder injury.
yeah.
Hey, we talked about that last week.
Yeah.
But yes, we did. But it came out like there's a reporter who's an NFL reporter. She's like super big. She was on a podcast, and she was like, "That's odd." So she did some crazy big digging, and she's like, "He doesn't have a shoulder injury." So he like literally made up this story and leaked it to the NFL because he wants to be traded. Derek Carr wants to be traded, and they literally just restructured his deal to owe more money next year to be in cap hell next year too. And now he wants a trade. So he literally does this after the Saints literally pay him more money, more guaranteed money, just to say I want to be traded. So like he's literally screwing over the Saints right now. And he doesn't like reportedly he actually doesn't have a shoulder injury. That was his excuse to try to get traded.
To try to get out of New Orleans.
Huh.
Yeah.
It's a crazy twist. I mean,
can't blame him.
Yeah. I mean, no. So supposedly, like he was upset because the Saints are talking about drafting a quarterback in this draft. Maybe not at 9, later on down the road, and there are talks around like the NFL, like people who know him and stuff. And, like he doesn't want to be like the guy, like the bridge to the next guy. Like he doesn't want to be like Kirk Cousins. Yeah, he doesn't want the Kirk Cousins role or the Aaron Rodgers role with Jordan Love. Like he doesn't want that, just a guy to be hanging along the wings, just waiting to take his spot at any moment.
Which I get. I mean, because if you look at it, if you're thinking like, I'm playing now.
Okay.
I want to win now, but then all the thing you're focused on is the guy after me.
Right. They're not winning.
no.
Like, it doesn't matter if they're not winning. Like that's the thing. Like,
I don't care who Derek Carr goes in place for. They're not gonna win,
dude. Exactly. Like, is he a starting quarterback? Yes, he's a starting caliber quarterback. But he's like in the 20s of starting quarterback. If you rank the quarterbacks in order, he's in the mid 20s. Like he's not a good starter. Like he's not winning.
No team he's gonna go to is gonna be a team that's like, man, we're Derek Carr away from making a run at playoffs.
That's exactly right.
And you're getting paid what, 30 probably something million dollars a year? Like
they gave him over $100 million to go. Like
what a week.
And that's the thing too.
And that's on the Saints.
But that's what makes it hard for it to trade him, because who's going to take on that salary?
Absolutely, the same thing in Dallas. Like who's going to take on Dak's salary? Realistically,
the Browns.
I mean, that's the leading spot for Carr to go to.
Or either him or Kirk Cousins if they pass on a quarterback.
And there were rumors that they were in talks with Kirk Cousins to bring him to New Orleans.
In the NFL.
But again, like all of those were like lateral moves. You don't get better.
No.
So like we're done with Derek Carr. So let's upgrade to 39-year-old now Kirk Cousins, who couldn't find the end zone with both hands last year.
And I don't think that's a bad idea. If you can hit some of the salary from Carr, sign Cousins for a shorter,
But you're not signing it because Kirk Cousins is on an insane contract right now too.
is it like
They signed to a 4-year,
160
or $160 million contract.
But like none of this would work because that doesn't get rid of Carr because Atlanta's not taking on Carr.
No, that's yeah.
Doesn't benefit either team.
No. Which is why it just might happen because the Saints
Are stupid.
are crazy and Atlanta signing a quarterback for $160 million to immediately draft the oldest quarterback in the draft at 8 was one of the most mind-boggling moves. But
And to keep him on the roster.
That's what I'm excited to see is kind of some of those just mind-blowing moves for the freaking draft. Like that's my favorite part of the draft.
Well, and I think that
Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
That's my favorite part.
Always happens.
Not like, oh man, I didn't see him going there. That's a good pick. Like I like the ones like, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah. And I think that is the intrigue with the quarterback class this year.
Yeah.
Are we going to have the reach? Are we going to have the 19 or 20 draft, not the 20 drafts, 2021 draft all over again where, hey, we could have 3 guys go round 1 and it's literally just Kenny Pickett and everybody else falls back. So,
I mean, I can see.
We already know one of them is getting drafted, but
I can see that happening, honestly. Like I can see like I said, I can see Shadur falling like to day 2.
But there's just not that many teams that are just desperate for a quarterback. And there could be more, but with 5 guys getting drafted last year, you have that many teams still in the early
and the
process
and the free agent market too.
It was a decent
Teddy Bridgewater's still out there. I mean, obviously, like I'm talking for the Saints. I'm talking for the Saints. Like that could be a move just to bridge them to next year.
But dude, if you're bridging, then just let Spencer Rattler do it.
Just cancel the season.
Yeah, I agree.
Just
tank it.
Tank it.
That's what I'm saying. So don't worry about Teddy Bridgewater.
Yeah, this year for the Saints should be a dumpster fire for Nussmeier.
Yes, 100%. LSU and the Saints can finally work together.
That's not happening. You're right. That's not happening. What'll happen is
they'll draft Klubnik or somebody.
No, yeah, they'll draft Klubnik. He won't be very good. Nussmeier will go to the Browns. He'll freaking revitalize their franchise, get super old, turn 39, and the Saints will be like, you know what? I want him now.
Yeah.
That's what.
Let's run it back.
Let's bring him in.
The only flaw with that is that Cleveland's destined to never be good, so it can't be the Browns.
That's true.
Yeah, there's no revitalizing that.
I mean, if that defense, again, if their defense plays like they did the last few years, they get an Abdul Carter. I mean,
the problem is they have nothing on offense. They have nothing.
0.
Yeah.
Like their best receiver is Jerry Jeudy.
Who's their starting running back this year?
Nick Chubb,
but he's a free agent. Yeah. There's nothing going on there.
No.
Nothing good. And there's not going to be until they can finally get out from underneath Deshaun's baggage.
Yeah, they still got, 3 more years of that?
2 more. 2 more guaranteed. Well, the whole thing's guaranteed. It's a 5-year deal, so you have 2 more years.
But again, though, like that's whenever you get a rookie quarterback, get them on a rookie deal. Like,
yeah, I mean, I'm very seriously think that you could see them trade out from the second or third pick, I guess, in round 2, and trade up to like 29 or 30 and take a quarterback, Shadur or Jackson Dart.
Yeah.
At that time, depending on what New Orleans does at 9, what Pittsburgh does, and does anybody else then get a little jump up and try.
And that's honestly what I could see. I could see if Shadur falls late first round, I could see somebody trading back in to take him to make sure he doesn't fall in day 2.
Well, it makes the most sense for the Browns as well. Like if you're drafting early second round, it's not a lot to give up to move up to that 29th to 30th pick. But the biggest advantage is a first round pick. You have 5 years of guaranteed money on them.
Yeah.
Second round's only 4. And any of the rounds only 4.
Yeah, so you get an extra year.
You get an extra year of control.
Yeah.
On that rookie deal if it pans out, which is why a lot of a lot of teams do that at that 30 or 31, 32. They'll bump up and grab a guy instead of waiting 3 more picks in the second round just to grab that extra year.
For sure.
That makes sense.
And they'll have to give up a 5th rounder or something to bump up.
Yeah.
Like, it's nothing crazy.
Not like trading high into the first round.
No. Yeah, absolutely no.
Well, it'll be interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's gonna be the storyline. Is like where the quarterbacks go.
Yeah.
Other than that, there's not. I mean, there's a lot of good players. Don't be wrong, but not a lot of guys that were just religiously followed in college. That where's this guy gonna go? It's just just a lot of solid players.
That wide receiver from Arizona, I saw some clips of him. That dude's a monster.
Yeah, he's going to be at the draft. Golden Tate is going to be at the draft from Texas.
Golden Tate.
Not Golden Tate.
Yes,
I was like, is he retired?
He's running.
if he's not,
He's announcing the
he's
pick.
got.
He's starting over. But no, so they got
Golden's going.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Matthew Golden.
Matthew
Sorry,
Golden, yeah.
I was on the right track.
Yeah.
He's got the first
Matthew Golden
Matthew
Tate.
Golden, yeah.
Yeah.
One and the same.
Yeah.
But no,
Is Dallas going receiver at 12?
I think it really just depends on what's there. I mean, I would take like a Matthew Golden or like the kid out of Arizona.
I don't know if he's gonna last that long. That kid from Arizona would be the first one taken.
Yeah.
For receiver.
But again, like it all revolves around like what
What
everybody else
happens
is going
before.
to do.
Because there's rumors that the Saints could take him at 9.
Yeah, Spencer Rattler needs a receiver, dude.
Absolutely. I mean, Teddy Bridgewater.
Chris Olave is going to be out by game 2 with his 19th concussion in 3 years. So
I mean,
dude, oh my gosh, I hate Curtis so much.
dude, he has to have like 30 of their 41 already.
It's got to be up there for sure.
he makes that look so easy. It's not easy at all. But
Dude, they're letting him play too.
they are.
Yeah, they are.
Like,
He's got 13 points.
it feels like 100.
I agree.
Every time I look up, if someone's scoring, it's Steph.
Yeah. It's still early. I feel like basketball.
It's game 1. It's a
Yeah.
7-game series, but we're at home. There's a lot of promise about this team. Crowd should be excited, and we just cut it to 4 now. It's already back up to 9.
Yeah. It's
um,
game of runs, dude.
some sad news out of college football.
Yeah.
End of an era.
Yeah.
End of an era. The last headgear ever.
August 30th.
August 30th. Sad to see that.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things where it was probably about time.
Oh,
Absolutely.
I mean, it was past time.
the last 2 years have been hard to watch. Like with them putting him out there, it's like, man, this.
Yeah, you could tell he's struggling.
Like 2 seasons ago, where he missed like what was it 4 or 5 weeks or something because he was sick. Like, I mean, that should have been it right there. Like,
Yeah, but I'm glad they're letting him go out with a bang. You know, they called the foul on Houston there, by the way.
it's such a girl.
Like they literally called that on Houston.
In what? He ran into Fred.
It was crazy. That's why.
He ran into Fred. That is. Are they gonna go look at it too?
No.
Oh.
So I guess
If that goes in.
what game is it? Is it the Ohio State?
Ohio State,
Texas game?
Texas, yeah. They'll be in Columbus.
Yeah.
Will's gonna be right back. Yeah. What
36 feet. He shot that from Mars, dude.
wasn't his first ever reach Ohio State?
Yeah, that's why it's probably going to go there.
They could also go to Florida State though, because he played at Florida State, and there's actually a decent game in Florida State.
Have they announced the first game?
No.
Yet? Oh,
I mean, there's not a chance that they're not in Ohio.
Is LSU playing on Sunday again? Because doesn't LSU open at
Clemson.
But the last few years they played that Sunday game, right?
Yes, I don't know if it's on Sunday.
I mean, out of the options, I don't think they're going to that one. But that's a decent, big game for that weekend.
Yeah. So I mean, Ohio State, Texas,
It's
there's a chance that that's going to be number 1, number 2 playing.
It's Saturday.
It is Saturday. Well, so there's options.
It's August 30th.
Yeah, it would make more sense though to go to either Ohio State, Texas, or go to
Clemson
or Florida State, just because he played at Florida State.
And who are they playing that week? You know,
It was a decent game, not as big as those two, but it was a decent.
Florida State. They are playing Alabama.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Interesting.
I think the
It's
list.
at where is
I
it?
think it's at Florida State.
It is.
I think it's
So
at
there
Florida
is a
State.
chance. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, and to me, those make the two most sense. And he's actually put on the Alabama head second most to Brutus, which I don't think he can. I mean, you can't go to Florida State and then put on Alabama. So that was the argument I heard as to why they don't go there.
Yeah.
They just go back to Ohio State, and
Let him do it one more time.
I mean,
he could go to Texas A&M and UTSA.
True. He's never put on a Roadrunner hat.
that might be one of the biggest reaches y'all have had to go to try to get some Aggie slander in here. That was.
You gotta sneak it in somewhere.
You got to sneak it in somewhere. That's fine. An absolute catastrophe of the last 3 minutes of the first half of this game.
Yeah,
Anyway,
that's
It went from a 4-point game to a 13-point game in a hurry.
in a blink. Curry shot one from San Antonio and it went in. Yeah,
and
anyway,
he got a foul called
by bulldozing Fred VanVleet over.
Yeah, it's crazy.
He had to run 6 feet out of his way to go run into him.
Yeah, he literally was tripping on his own feet and ran into him and got a foul.
Crazy. Anyway, yeah, but
It's halftime.
yeah. But like Lee Corso is my childhood. Like this whole thing is.
Man, I remember waking up as a kid. That'd be the first thing I'd put on
Absolutely.
Saturdays in the fall.
Absolutely.
Yeah. The real question is Nick Saban going to take over the reins and put on headgear?
No.
If anybody's doing it, it's Pat.
Yeah, you
But
think?
Pat's already got his own thing.
That's what I mean.
I feel like
Nick Saban doesn't have his own thing other than like analyzing games really well.
But I don't think he's animated enough to do it.
But like, yeah.
But
Lee Corso was never like super animated. Like he just had his not so fast.
He was,
Yeah.
pre-stroke, which was our childhood.
Yeah.
He would get animated with stuff. I mean, one of the funniest clips of all time is the Houston SMU one where he's that was an all-time just hilarious moment.
And Kirk's trying to hold it together.
He's sitting there like this. Chris Fowler's like doesn't know what to do.
Hey, that was Kevin Sumlin times right there.
Was that Kevin?
Kevin Sumlin was on game day when he did it.
Yeah.
God.
Awesome. It was awesome.
It's great, dude. Yeah.
It was the best time right there.
Was that when Lou Holtz was on it too? Because Lou Holtz was on it for a little bit.
No, he and Mark May had like a different show.
Yeah, but he
college football final, right?
Yeah, but I vaguely remember him going on there.
I don't
Maybe he would be a guest guy.
Yeah, maybe.
No, I mean, it's been Reese Davis, Kirk Herbstreit
for a long time, for sure.
What, like 20? Well, it was Chris Fowler forever. Then he retired, and that's when Reese took over. But yeah, it was Kurt. It was Lee, Kurt, and Chris Fowler. See, Kurt got there in '96. I think Fowler was already there, and Corso started in '87 when they started the whole thing.
Back at the beginning, yeah.
The first head to was '97. Yeah, that's how.
They were 87 nights as they didn't do like taking and all that. They just did picks. So
and it's you almost have to retire headgear, right? Like, can you?
Well, and that's what I was gonna say. It's like, do you pass it on, or do you just like this was Lee Corso's thing? And I mean, I'm sure they'll try to get creative and find something new to do. But I mean, I don't.
Well, I think even now, like on the weeks that, and he did it when Corso was there sometimes, but the weeks that Corso missed, like Pat would hype up his finish. So I feel like that was kind of a test run. Like, are we in the show with somebody? Do we do it with Pat now? But I think it's gonna be his own thing. 'Cause I think headgear's Corso's.
Unless Herbstreit does it.
Well, but Herbstreit can't pick a lot of the games because
he announces it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Kirk would do that.
And I don't think Kirk would want to do it. Like, he would even, if they were to ask,
he'd say no.
He would say no. Like, no, that's Lee's thing.
Yeah, but I don't think McAfee would do it. I just think Saban's so business that like, he wouldn't buy into it.
The only person out of that whole panel that would be in the running would be Saban.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they'll find probably something new to do, and
I just think I wouldn't like it. Like seeing
No,
somebody else, I would be like, this doesn't feel right.
Because I don't remember what did they do when he was out those 4 to 5 weeks.
They didn't do headgear, but like Pat would, like do his little thing where he gets in with the crowd, or he Pat would do like a longer monologue section to kind of finish the show.
Yeah.
So I think they'll just end it with Pat moving forward.
I'm alright with that.
Yeah, I mean he's the most entertaining one on the panel now.
Yeah. Heirs have to come to an end.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
I mean he'll be 90 or right. He'll be right at 90. He's 89 right now.
Yeah.
that's crazy.
So he'll be. I think his birthday. He might turn 90 right before it.
Now Fox needs to take notes and get rid of Terry Bradshaw because he's like, dude, he's the same way. Dude.
Is he really?
Dude, like, so that the halftime highlights, like, it's been his thing. Dude, he can't even keep up anymore
Really?
because, like, it's like speed highlights. So it's like, so he does like real brief highlights and doesn't score. Dude, he does like half of them, and then like Howie Long has to like finish it.
Because he'll say like the highlights of 15-second highlight, and he'll get out 3 words.
Yeah, and it's like already on to the next game, and like he's like trying to like wrap it up, dude. It's so bad. Like,
Man, they can't do like quick hitters on him, man.
no, dude, like
Oh.
because Jimmy Johnson just retired from Fox, like he's done.
Oh yeah.
And then yeah, and so like Terry Brashaw's gonna go, dude. Like they just need to get like new guys in there. It's like CBS too. Like CBS still has like all those old dudes
No.
in there. Like
Not anymore. Vern retired.
And the other one went to.
The other one's retiring this year too.
Al Michaels went to Amazon, right?
I
no,
think
he still
so.
does. Yeah, he just does Amazon now.
Yeah, he does the Thursday night game.
Yeah.
But
But like Bill Cowher's still on there. Isn't
Are you talking about for NFL?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about for college football.
No. Like I was talking about NFL.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean I like Brad Nessler. I mean he does a good job for college.
Yeah, Gary Danielson is the other one he's retiring this year. This is the last season.
Gary is really?
Gary Danielson is. Because it was Gary and Vern all the time.
Yeah.
It was those two together.
SEC Saturdays, man. It was Gary and Vern, or at least the big game, the
Yeah,
2:30 game.
But I'm sure they have to do Big Ten games in like Northwestern and freaking.
No thanks.
I'm out.
That
Northwestern Purdue, like you can't get hype.
That intro does not hit.
No,
You've seen the Big Ten logo come up. It does not hit at all.
it's not the same.
And that was a great intro. They have a really nice little.
Yeah, and a lot of people freaking hated. Like not a lot of people. Well, yeah, a lot of people, including LSU fans, like hated Gary Danielson and freaking Vern Lundquist because like. They're like, oh, they're freaking Alabama, freaking homers, all this stuff. Yeah. But I mean, like, Alabama was really good. Like, they were just talking about what they were doing.
Peak Bama.
Yeah, that was like, yeah. They're always like talking about Bama and how good they are. I'm like, yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Turns out they are. They win a lot.
Exactly. Yeah. What are you supposed to say?
Yeah.
I don't know. Man.
But yeah, it's an end of an era for those. For Gary too.
Speaking of SEC. The Aggies on track, dude.
Dude.
Oh, yeah, well, we got
baseball.
Yeah.
Another big series win.
Yeah, I sent y'all that text. I was just like, I'm not all the way back, but this is the team that was ranked number 1 preseason.
Yeah, for sure.
Like
we're gonna learn a lot this weekend, that's for sure.
We're gonna, yeah.
Is it really on Saturday night or on Sunday night
baseball? Deal.
Really?
It really is.
That's crazy.
That might be the first time for college baseball, right? I've never seen it.
If it isn't, like, there can't be many prior to this for sure.
It's a massive series
It
for
must be
A&M. It's not that big of a series for
No.
Texas. It's a massive series. If you go into Austin and take 2 or 3, I might say we might be back.
I needed to be a rubber match on Sunday.
Yeah.
Just for the hype, you know.
Yeah.
Like if one of them are going for a sweep, like that's not fun.
As long, I mean, it's fun if A&M's going for the sweep.
I just wanted it to be a good Sunday game.
Yeah, well, I was just looking at the MLB slate, and it makes sense why they're doing it because there's no good MLB series next weekend. So.
Yeah, I mean, then you have a storyline here, obviously, with Slosh going, and A&M preseason number 1. Texas was really making fun of us for a long time. Deserved, terrible start to the season, but
I don't think it was just Texas making fun of him.
everybody was.
The thing I noticed too, though, like Lavalette or whatever, like him turning it up, like he's kind of the main driver of the offense going. Like if he goes, the offense goes. If he's not going, then it's gonna be a tough night. I did see that. Gosh, what's the UT's Friday night guy? He had to get pulled from his start.
Really?
On Friday, or I guess it was Thursday this weekend. He had like an arm injury. So if that's the case, that's really bad for Texas. I
Yeah,
don't know
that's
how.
tough.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
we'll
that
see.
could impact a whole lot.
Be getting them. I will show up with the broom if we. Well, we can't. We won't know it.
Yeah.
We'll be watching.
Oh man, that could go. Well, depending how the first 2 games go, y'all know by my mood
Yeah.
how we're doing. But all that aside, yeah, we've won 9 of 10. I think now we've won. See, 2, 5, 7 of our last 9 SEC games. The type of turnaround that had to happen if you were going to try to make a postseason push.
For sure.
And if there's a time to get hot, again, it's not that I wanted the season to start the way it did, but good time to get hot. So, yeah, I'm back in it a little bit. I'm not all the way back. But if we go into Texas and win 2 out of 3, I'll be back. If we win all 3, I'll be all the way back. I'll be obnoxious. Very obnoxious.
That's fair.
Yeah, I mean, they're 8-10 in conference right now. So, I mean, they're still in the mix for sure.
Yeah.
There's not a lot separating. I mean, Texas is 16-2 on top. And then the rest, I mean, it's 13-5, 12-6, 11-7, 10-8. So, I mean, it's all right there. Everybody's right
Which is
there.
what we said preseason when the rankings came out. Like,
Yeah.
it's going to be a whole lot of just.
And you look at like the series that are happening. Like Ole Miss dropped a series this weekend to South Carolina.
It was what 2 and
like,
after the A&M series, they were like 2-12.
Barring Missouri, Missouri's god awful.
Missouri is still not won a conference.
Yeah, they're god awful. They're a very bad baseball team. 15-1, like
And A&M will lose to them.
15. Have they played again?
Mm-mm.
No.
Is that the weekend after Texas?
I haven't. I've been so locked in on this Texas series. I haven't looked anything past it.
Like 15-1, the SEC. Any team can beat any team in a series, in a 3-game series,
For sure.
and like it's just so competitive. And I'll go back to this too. Like it matters when and where you play them too, right? Like that makes a big difference too. Like if LSU had A&M at the beginning of the SEC slate, I'd be like, oh yeah, that's great. LSU probably would have done really well. Well, now in a few weeks, LSU has to go to Bluebell Park. That's a lot. That's a lot different series. That's a way different series than it was at the beginning of the season.
Yeah, this has been a tough stretch for A&M. We had to go to Tennessee.
Oh, dude.
Got South Carolina at home, which is nice. But then you have go to Texas. LSU comes to town, and then
you just played Arkansas.
Missouri.
Yeah, and that's what it was. We just played.
Played Arkansas. Like
so
that's
Tennessee was number 1 at the time. Arkansas was number 2 at the time, and Texas is going to be number 1 at the time.
Yeah.
And then our consolation after Texas is LSU comes to town.
Yeah.
Then we do get Missouri.
I'll say the next 2 weekends are huge because Texas, then LSU should sweep Missouri.
If we can come out of Texas LSU 500 or better,
you're at 9 wins.
8, 10. If we can come out of Texas LSU 500 or better over that 6 games, I'm fine with that. Seriously,
absolutely.
Then you get Missouri at home.
You'll make a regional for sure.
I think if you can take all 3 of those, then your season's.
And then you go to Georgia. So.
Yeah, I mean, crazy because we're just playing the baseball we're supposed to be playing though. So like, I'm not like I'm not like super crazy excited. Like, oh, where did this come from? Like, well, it's been there the whole time. We're just.
But again, like it's also that's why it's like baseball's like that. Like LSU last year started 3-12 in conference play and ended up making a regional and went on a crazy run. Like it can happen, especially if you have talent like A&M does.
Yeah. Just gotta start putting it together.
That's right.
Now's the right time to get hot. So it's good to see you smile again.
It's fun, man. Yeah, I was down in the dumps. I was down in the dumps a little bit, but that's all right.
Don't get too hot too soon, man.
Yeah, we can definitely crumble just as fast. It can definitely crumble right back down.
Yeah. Like LSU won their series against Alabama this week and took 2 out of 3. Lost yesterday in the going for the sweep, but like again, like they're playing right now decent baseball, but I've always been of the mindset like I don't care if like you're not going to win every game.
Absolutely not.
You're not going to win every series. Just play hot, get hot whenever the tournament starts. That's all that matters. Like once regionals start, play your best ball. That's all that matters.
Yep.
Make your run. That's what gets you to Omaha.
Just get in. And then,
Well, I'd like the whole thing to run through Baton Rouge. That'd be great.
well, yeah,
Be a national seed, top 8, get to 20 wins, and
it would be nice.
it'd be a national seed.
Yeah.
They're on pace. I mean, they have 12 wins already. They need 8 more.
It's gonna be like
20 wins.
SEC regional, like.
It's going to be top heavy. Yeah, it's going to be.
They're talking about just like in basketball. They're talking 13 to 14 teams getting in to the field.
Wow, man.
Yeah,
And
it's
What,
warranted.
you could easily say 6 hosts.
Maybe more. Because I mean, you have 16.
Hell, I could see 6 of the 8 super regionals being hosted.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I mean, Texas hosts, Arkansas hosts, LSU hosts, Tennessee hosts. That's 4 for sure. Vanderbilt, maybe.
I think
Georgia can host.
I think those can definitely be regional hosts because there's 16
That's
of
what I
those.
mean.
Yeah.
There's 16 of those.
Yeah.
Auburn and Alabama could come in there. You have Ole Miss could come in there to host. That's 9 right there that are possible hosts.
So the top 8 are all have winning percentages right now in the SEC.
Yeah. But again, like I mean, a 12. What was it? 6-12 Texas team got into the field. Like
Yeah.
in conference, you know, like that's going to be the same thing in baseball. Like, what's Mississippi State's record right now?
6-12.
Yeah,
Florida's 6-12. So
Yeah, based off the new rankings haven't come out for this
they
week,
come out tomorrow.
but based off last week's rankings, there'd be 8 hosts right now.
Yeah,
There's 8 of the 16, 8 of the top 16 teams are SEC.
definitely possible.
Most of that's top. Like they're more.
so half the regionals would be SEC.
Yeah.
Clemson's going to get a host.
Yeah,
for sure. TCU possibly could get a host. I think they're doing pretty good in the Big 12.
They were 25.
Clemson, Oregon State,
Yeah,
Florida State, UCLA,
yeah.
North Carolina. These are just like the top teams, not SEC right now.
There's not a lot.
8.
I mean,
Yeah, it's only 8. All across the rest of baseball, there's 8 schools
you know.
besides the SEC.
So it'll be definitely interesting to see once the field gets set. But and then somebody like A&M could go on a run and win the SEC tournament and find their way hosting. You know, if they kind of go on a run.
Yeah, depending on how they do the rest of the regular season.
For sure.
They would most certainly have to win every series, but they probably have to sweep one of these next 2 to like really get the attention. Like, hey, man, it might really be the pick.
Yeah.
Like if they sweep Texas or LSU and then win the other series 2-1, that would be.
I mean, they should sweep Mizzou.
Bro, that's not a foul.
Yeah.
It's not a foul.
But yeah, it should be good.
Yeah.
Baseball. Yeah, the SEC's kind of. I think it's what this week was halfway.
There's only 4 series left.
So last week was.
So yeah, we're already over halfway now.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Coming down the stretch.
Yeah.
It goes fast.
I know. We kind of put it on the back burner, but I just want a quick shout out. Arsenal. They knocked out Real Madrid in the Champions League.
Dominated.
Yeah, 5-1 aggregate, just absolutely dominated. They have PSG next, who's really good team right now. They're playing unbelievable.
So
they did beat them in the group stage though, 2-0 at home. So they have a little bit of a matchup with them already.
so how does that work though? Like they've been playing so well in Champions League, but then they're not playing great in the Premier League schedule. Like,
I mean, they're still in second place.
well, yeah, but it's like who'd they draw last week? Was it Brentford?
Yeah.
So like that, like
So and against Brentford, like if you look at the starting lineup against Brentford, like there was a bunch of backups playing.
okay.
Like all the eggs are in the Champions League basket.
So they're putting it into the Champions League.
Oh,
because
absolutely.
Liverpool's not going to lose at this point, pretty much.
Liverpool would have to literally lose out, and Arsenal would have to win out at this point.
To be able
And Arsenal and Liverpool play each other too.
yeah.
Like it would have to be an unbelievable collapse that has never been seen.
Yeah,
Like, I mean,
that's kind of what
realistically, Liverpool needed a last minute freaking like dying stages of the game winner today to beat Leicester, who with this loss just got relegated. Like Liverpool aren't playing very well at all right now.
But they're just so far ahead.
They're so far ahead, and this is the only competition they're in that's left.
Huh. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, but again, all the eggs are in the Champions League basket.
It just sucks. Was the third year in a row that Arsenal's going to finish second?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. And this year, like injuries happen to every team for sure, but the injuries that Arsenal had to deal with were just too much to overcome with Saka being out for so long. We don't have a striker. We're not playing with a striker.
I was going to say, it seemed like a lot of it was like the timing of the injuries too.
Yeah, Odegaard was out for like 3 months.
Because like they would start playing well and then somebody would go out.
Yeah.
Start playing well, somebody would go out.
And not just like a left back or right back, which like if that happens,
top guy.
yeah, you can deal with that. But it's the top playmakers that make things happen, that run the midfield and score goals and everything. So yeah, it was just kind of an unlucky season. And then some of the red cards that were given to Arsenal this year too that were questionable at the beginning of the season. You can make excuses all you want. They just didn't play well in the league this year either. Like they didn't play as well as they did last year. Like if they played like they did last year, this year, it would be a runaway title.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. Man City just weren't as good this year. That's the big difference.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people kind of expected that. It was just
like you literally lose the league by 1 point to City last year. Like you go toe to toe with them back-to-back seasons. Like you were in the lead 2 years ago. Like you led the league the entire season and just couldn't close it out. Saliba had a major injury in the back end of the defense. So yeah, it was just tough. Yeah. But dude, if we can somehow figure out a way to beat PSG, get through to the final, we have the winner of Barcelona, Inter Milan, and a one-game take all. Like the Champions League would be. Arsenal have never won the Champions League.
So is it all just one game now, like the last two?
Yeah. So the semifinal is a 2-leg. So one in Paris, one in London, and then the winner of that will play in. I think it's in Munich this year.
It'll be one game.
One game.
Dang.
1 game final.
It'll be crazy, man.
Probably be Barcelona. Inter Milan really good too, but
is Pulisic still playing for Inter Milan?
He's at AC Milan.
AC Milan.
He's at the other.
I knew it was one of them.
Yeah. So that's coming down to the wire too, which should be fun.
Yeah, it's just tough. Like I said, it's just tough to see. Just always being right there and then just not able to.
And this would be a huge boost to the club if we can win the Champions League. Like just making it to the semifinal. I think the prize money just making it to the semis is like 114 million pounds or something.
What?
Yeah. So like in the summer, we're gonna have money to spend to bring in
114 million.
Yeah, just to make the semifinal. That's how much revenues in like world soccer. It's kind of nuts, dude.
I would never imagine something like that.
Yeah. And Arsenal have been doing this without a striker. Like we're literally starting one of our midfielders at striker right now.
Really?
Yeah, Mikel Merino.
Wow.
Yeah, and he's done very well, to be honest. But if we can go out and sign like a top striker, dude.
Because you gotta say that's like one thing that they're missing, right? Is that just a guy that can just attack and
score goals? Because we create so many chances, but this is bad.
Rockets are ice cold, man.
Ice cold, and they were letting them play in the first half. Now they're just they're
a lot of cheap fouls.
Yeah. That one rolled in. It's still early. You just gotta wait till the fourth quarter. That's the only one that matters.
Gotta get it within 10.
Yeah. But yeah.
You want me to distract you, Will? So we used to do this at the beginning of the pod. I don't know if you remember, but we used to do exotic sports from around the world. And I got one for you. You want to see if you can describe a sport?
I don't know if I can do it as good as Lucas described poo sticks.
That was a classic, man.
Yeah, poo sticks was a classic.
All right, you ready? I got a good one for you.
All right.
Your game of the week is Kabaddi. It originated in the subcontinent of India.
Man, how do you spell it?
Kabaddi.
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 Trying to make sure I don't say something that gets us in trouble. Kabaddi in India. Do you have any like when did this originate?
It actually doesn't say. Let me see if I can. Is that going to help you in your?
It gives me an idea of what I'm working with here. Like, are we just throwing stones at something, or are we like, is there actually something?
So Kabaddi originated during the Vedic period between 1500 and 500 BC.
Nice.
Kabaddi. Man, I'm gonna butcher this because I have not even the slightest clue. In India, though, I don't even know what was. You got anything, Lucas?
Before its formalized rules, Kabaddi was known by different names in various regions of South Asia, including Chedagudu in the south and Hadudu in the east.
That makes it way better. Yeah. Yeah. So sticks are definitely involved.
That's all I'm thinking is that like
Yeah. There's something with sticks for sure.
It was in the 1936 Berlin Olympics.
Yeah, it's got to be something with.
Take a shot, dude.
Oh man, this is not good. I'm not good just coming up with stuff.
Just go with your heart, dude.
Go with my heart.
It's a stick and ball game for sure. Like,
no, there's no ball at all.
There's no ball.
It got to be just like a stone. But like,
yeah, true.
But you can't just be. They're not just going to be hitting a stone with a ball because or with a stick. Now we're just hitting cricket or baseball. 1,000 years before it all ever came about. So they're going to be using a stick, and they're going to have to hit something.
A sack of rice, I think.
Sack of rice. See, that's what I'm talking about. I got to walk the line of not getting us canceled. But it's going to not be stereotypical of India. But it has to be something they have in India. It wouldn't. I don't know if they would waste food. So they're gonna.
You're on the right track. With the not wasting food.
Yeah, no, they're not gonna waste food. So they're either gonna hit a stone or another wooden figure. But how do you score? I'm putting way too much thought into this, and I'm just buying time to try to come up with something.
I like your thought process, though.
Yeah,
great.
Trying to. So they're gonna hit a stone as close as they can to some form of target, and the closest you get is how many there's a scoring system. So there's some sort of target out in a field. They're going to hit a stone or something of that nature, and the closest to the center gets the most points.
I like it.
Sounds good to me. You know what it really is?
Not even close to that, I know.
Is there a stick? Is there a stick?
There's no stick involved.
Weird.
So the sport is.
But they didn't use food. Okay.
The sport is essentially a form of extreme tag. Teams line up on either side of the pitch. One player from each side then takes turns raiding the opposite team. The goal is to tag as many people as they can before they are tackled. But what the real niche in this is that while you're attacking and try not to be tackled, is you have to do it within 30 seconds, and you have to be screaming Kabaddi as loud as you can in a single breath.
Where did the food come in? Not wasting food.
Because they didn't waste any food.
There's no food.
He's not wasting food, so I said, you're right. Not wasting
a single
food,
breath? Like, how is there any way to know that?
So, like, you're just like, Kabaddi! Like, and you're just running.
For 30 seconds?
For 30. So you have to tag as many people as you can within 30 seconds to either run out of breath or you get tackled.
You're on different sides of how big is this pitch?
Is there videos
of like sprinting and then you're out of breath trying to scream?
I'm sure we can find some videos of it.
I think I know why this maybe only went to one Olympics.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a pretty
Hey, there's a World Cup of Kabaddi.
Still,
So after you stop saying Kabaddi is when you can get tagged?
No, so you have to tag as many people as you can within 30 seconds while you're yelling, screaming Kabaddi in a single
did
breath.
you just see that shot?
I did. I'm ignoring it.
That was unreal.
I'm ignoring it.
So yeah, that's the sport of Kabaddi.
Kabaddi. Yeah, I mean, no sticks, no stones, no targets. So I was about as far away as you could be, but I'll do better next time.
The Rockets should start yelling Kabaddi.
Yeah.
Just start tagging people, and whoever they tag can't shoot anymore the rest of the game.
Yeah.
So
I go for Draymond.
I haven't seen Draymond attempt one shot.
No. Look at the shot. There's no reason that should go in.
Nobody else in the world makes that shot.
There's no reason that should go in.
That's a shot you throw up and pick up
Yeah.
when you've already played 3 games and you're tired.
Whatever.
Gosh, man.
Let me see if I can find a game of Kabaddi on the.
Yeah. Let's see if we can find Kabaddi.
Yeah, and so next time you go to India, make sure you check it out.
Check out Kabaddi.
Yeah. I do like their food, man. I love Indian food.
Dude,
So
I've
good.
had curry like once in my life. It was okay.
Dude. You get some butter chicken or some garlic naan. Dude.
I'll say I really probably couldn't name you very many foods that are actually from India.
Dude. Butter chicken is so good.
Where did you eat butter chicken?
Dude, in Austin, man.
Oh, that's true.
Austin would have everything.
Yes,
So good.
cultural center of the state for sure.
Houston has some places that have good Indian food too. Yeah. Love you some butter chicken. Oh. I actually had it this week. It's great. I didn't have any garlic naan, no.
Garlic.
It's like
naan.
bread. They're bread.
Yeah.
Like garlic and like. Oh, look! They got the rebound. They got steal. They got a steal.
Great way to cut it to 21.
Yeah, but yeah, next time in India.
Yeah.
Next time you go to India,
I'll be sure to check that out next time I'm in India.
make sure you go check out World Cup of Kabaddi. Yeah, that's all I got.
Is it still played?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That's an eternal game, dude. It is not the national sport of India, though.
Cricket.
India has not named a national sport, actually.
Oh, really?
Cricket would have made a lot.
I would say that and cricket are probably the 2 most popular for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kabaddi. Super popular. Oh,
Yeah.
man.
In India, at least outside
India,
India,
yeah.
you probably never heard of it, but you know.
Absolutely, I had not even remotely close. Nor did I know of any of the other names you
Why
called.
did that go into the Olympics then?
Because Berlin. It's not even
Like
It may have been like a side game, like it wasn't like an official competition or something.
there were some odd Olympic sports when the Olympics first started.
breakdancing.
Yeah, there. I mean, I guess there's still some weird Olympic sports.
Shout out Ray-Ban.
All right.
That's all I got.
Till
a
next
good
time.
one.
Till next time.
Till next time, check out the draft on Thursday. NBA playoffs going on, all that stuff. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, tell your family. See you like our podcast. See if the Rockets can pull this one out somehow, some way, but
No shot.
not.
Instead, don't waste your time. Go play Kabaddi.
Yeah, and if you're doing nothing else, go play some Kabaddi. So until next week.
See ya.